Tempers flared in a dramatic scene in Port of Spain today as the Greyfriars church, which many were trying to save, was torn down. This happened mere days after two arms of government made statements in favor of saving the building. Cameraman Ricky Gokul and journalist Peter Christopher were on hand to see the partial destruction of the building and the drama that unfolded in various attempts to stop the contractors.
While many were in church on Sunday morning, the Greyfriars church in Port of Spain was being torn down. City police told C News that by the time they arrived at City Hall at 8 a.m., the demolition had long begun. By 10 a.m., one of the buildings was already destroyed and the excavator had begun work on the northern wall of the church. It was briefly halted when Executive Secretary for Citizens for Conservation, Michelle Celestin, urged the operator to stop.
There are graves under here. You're going to dig it up and that will be on you and your family. Not everything you need to do for $1. Come out of there.
But after numerous phone calls, the driver was urged to continue demolition of the building. Members of Citizens for Conservation entered the church, hoping to halt work again. But the excavator's operator was encouraged to continue bringing down the church. One of his co-workers was heard shouting, "If people want to be in there when it comes down, that's their business." Construction was eventually halted by Dr. Noura Rosalie Cordner, the advisor to the Minister of National Diversity. She attempted to board the backhoe while it was in motion, putting her life and others around her at risk to stop the construction.
There are negotiations in process. There are conversations going on. This should not be happening.
The driver of the backhoe said he was fearful that someone might have been killed.
She just opened the door and wanted to pull levers. Then she didn't know what she pulling. But she just started spinning. She could have killed herself. It's a good thing my partner there ended up pulling she up. It's to raise my bucket because it had some cameramen there, the machine swinging, and it going straight on them. So she hooked the safety lever, so I can't lock it off. So I had to raise the bucket and go over them.
As Cordner stood on the vehicle, more came forward to condemn the decision to destroy the church while talks were still being held.
And this is like a thief in the night. Yes. You rush Sunday morning to break down the building, in other words, you feel nobody will be aware of it. Yes. It's almost dishonest and disrespectful.
The rains arrived shortly thereafter along with Minister Samuel, who was also surprised by the destruction.
They have been negotiating with this gentleman in good faith, trying to help him work around this, and this is what happened in the Thief of the Night. Yes. This is wickedness, and this person don't care about this nation. Yep. They don't care about the history of this nation, and I think this person needs to go down in history as a person who don't care about Trinidad and Tobago. I say it openly. I agree. I say it openly. This is wickedness.
The minister also vowed to stay on site until the contractors left.
We had a meeting with the mayor, the city engineer, everything, to look at this site and to see how we can help him work around it to develop it. And then when on a Sunday morning, when you know Port of Spain is quiet, you understand where I'm coming from. I'm in a rumor to hear a call that they're breaking down this building. I'm not going to move from here until this excavator moves.
Workers on the site claimed that it was hazardous to leave the building in its current state, but no further work was allowed. But significant damage had already been done. Peter Christopher, C News.